Pistons fans, what's going on? It's your boy King. The Detroit Pistons make their selection at 37, and they go and get shooting. Chaz Lanier out of Tennessee, 23-year-old, a total of 5 years experience, someone that you can bring in when you're looking forward to replacing someone like THJ possibly. Let's talk about it.
Hey, King paying for gas.
All right, Pistons fans. So, quick breakdown. Chaz Lanier, welcome to Detroit, first and foremost. Like I said, man, with the experience coming out of college from North Florida to Tennessee, he'll be ready to come in and try to contribute right away, I truly believe. This is a really, really good pick for a second-round pick. Like I said, he's a shooter, but he's also a scoring guard as well. He can get to the basket. He can create his own shot. He can find ways to use his dribbling ability to get him open threes. I've seen that. There's also a little bit of where you can use him in the screen game because he has a little bit of a mid-range game too. So very versatile and sneaky athletic. And I think he can come in and contribute right away. I definitely do. I cannot wait to Summer League to go out and watch and see how he fits with Bobby Klintman and Ron Holland. But as far as what we're doing here, it's looking like we're just trying to find more and more shooting, which you can never have too much of in this league. We just watch OKC. We just watch Indiana. These teams, they have a lot of young guys coming off those rosters that can score, and you need that. You got to put, the basket in the bucket. That's just what it is. But you have Tim Hardaway Jr., you have Dennis Schroeder, who's up in the air, and the only one that I'm comfortable saying that I truly do believe is going to return is Malik Beasley. And the reports even came out today that they have a large amount of mutual interest in getting the deal done here in Detroit. I'm probably sure he wants to stay somewhere in this, like home, obviously. But, like I said, when you have a season like last season and you can tell that the Pistons are ready to turn it over and really get some things done in the Eastern Conference, then when you watch a finals like you just did where you see a Halliburton go down after already seeing Tatum go down for the Boston Celtics, it's like, man, you know what I'm saying? Him, Lillard, you got to take the opportunities where they come. A lot of these teams, they did some pretty good work over these last 2 days. The Brooklyn Nets made a lot of movement going over there. Charlotte just drafted them a pretty solid big over there. So, like I said, it's the right time for the Detroit Pistons to try to make that push. And if we're going to use our 37 pick, why not go and get another shooter? You never know when guys go down, guys get injured. You want to have guys on that bench ready to go, ready to put that ball in the basket, man. And that's what we're trying to do here. I know a lot of people wanted to see a larger guy, a bigger guy. I wanted Fleming. Me personally, I think he just fit everything that the Detroit Pistons need as far as his size, his athleticism, his ability to shoot the basketball, his defense. He was just a prototypical Pistons player. I really, really wish that Trajan Langdon would have took the opportunity and moved up and grabbed him. But it kind of signifies if you don't take that type of player that you may make a small little deal or you might sign somebody. The Pistons are one of the teams that I've seen today that were listed as a potential suitor for John Collins. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people want Laurie Markkinen and Naz Reid and, Jaren Jackson Jr. You see all of these names come across the screen are possibilities for the Detroit Pistons, and they just have to make sure that they bring the right guy, man. They got to. I can't wait to do a video breakdown on Chaz just to show you how good he can fit into this offense, especially playing the guards that we do have. He'll fit. Like I said, you already have Jaden Ivey, right? Someone who's was shooting 40%, over those 30 games that he was able to play, and who can also get to the basket. Well, now you have a guy off the bench that can come in and provide similar thing for you. So that's a huge help for the Detroit Pistons. It's somebody that you can bring in and help out with that. What it says for guys like Sasser, I'm not sure. I really never seen Sasser as someone who's going to be here for the foreseeable future. I know a lot of people love Sasser, but at the end of the day, I just, he's not a Trajan Langdon guy. Like I said, he had some good moments. He had some good moments last season when he had opportunity, but I don't know if he's a part of the Detroit Pistons future. I just don't. So I don't think so. Obviously, we got to figure out with this roster, right? You got guys that's trying to find their way to get on the court, that's waiting to play. But at the same time, you got some situations that you have to figure out contractually on who's going to go and who's going to stay. So it's going to be interesting to watch the rest of this summer leading up to training camp, man. Langdon made some pretty good statements, man, in his press conference. Expects Ivy and Stewart to be 100% ready for training camp. That's great news to hear. But, right now the microscope is on the young guys. It's on these young players. They're all young, right? He's coming in at 23, which is the same age as Ive, right? So, but, the rooks, I'll say that. The rooks in the second year guys, we're looking at those guys and seeing how they can grow and be ready for a potential run at an Eastern Conference Finals or Finals situation. These guys got to grow up fast. They're coming into a situation where we're good. It really felt good to sit there last night and watch the Detroit Pistons not select somebody. You get so used to getting the fifth pick over and over and over and over. It felt good for us not to make a selection until day 2. That tells you that you have a good basketball team. And that was refreshing. So, pretty much, when it comes to the first round, it was obvious picks. I mean, it wasn't nothing too surprising. There's a lot of movement in this draft, I'll tell you that. But, still trying to figure out what the hell Phoenix is doing. But whatever, they snatched my player. But whatever, man. I'm comfortable with the player that we received. So I am definitely comfortable with Chaz, man. I hope all the success for him while he's here. I think he has a lot of potential, man. And I can't wait to see him in the Pistons jersey. It's going to be fun. It's definitely going to be fun. Let me know in the comment section, man, if you had any chance to watch highlights, any film breakdowns. Did you watch them in college? Things that you want to know. What you think the Pistons are getting ready to do. Type of moves that they can make. Anything that you can think of, leave in that comment section, man. I'm looking forward to the feedback and have good discourse with you guys. You guys can look forward for me and Deuce to go live on the pod to further break these things down and look at the stats and really get to the nitty gritty of the type of player that we're getting. So with that said, hit the like button for your boy. Hit the like button and share this video on social media, man, and let it spread around to give everyone information on what we just did as far as the Detroit Pistons. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.